calmness of nature always inspire me to paint something different in landscape. Hello friends, my name is Mohini Sinha from Mohini Art Gallery, and today we'll be painting this landscape, that is seascape. So let's start with it. So this is the A7 size canvas which I'll be using here, and I've just put the masking tape all across so that to give a nice white border to it. So let's first do some basic drawings, which just little drawing I'll be doing, just a rough sketch, and then between the masking tape to divide the foreground and the background. It depends, you can put masking tape. If you don't have masking tape, you can always use a scale to draw the lines. So I'm just drawing the rough sketch just for my own convenience. So this is just a basic beginner level acrylic painting which here I am doing, and I also do advanced acrylic painting also. So you can check out my Instagram on Mohini Art Gallery for more such paintings, such detailed paintings. So this is just the basic painting which I did in almost 30 to 40 minutes. So that's it. Mostly when I do big paintings, it takes a lot of time for me to do it. It almost takes a week or almost 15 days to 10 days depending upon how much big size the canvas is. So this is just, I wanted to share some basic techniques which we can use in acrylic painting. So the colors here I am using here are the Alizarun Crimson, Ultamarine Blue, Cerulean Blue, and Dioxine Purple, Lemon Yellow, and white liquid form, and black. So these all colors we will be using here for the entire painting. So mostly I use liquid white, titanium white, so that we can easily mix the colors. You can always use the soft body acrylic colors from Liquitex, Winsor, Newton. There are many brands. Camlin is also very good for a beginner to start. So these all brands I generally use for my acrylic paintings. So I'm just mixing Cerulean Blue and Ultramarine Blue and white mix, and just blocking the background. So whenever you are using acrylic medium, try to use as much amount of color as you can. Don't use lots of water in it because it will spoil the entire painting. You have to use thick amount of color, then only that blending effect will come into place. So you can see here I am trying to blend the colors, and I am mixing a little bit of Dioxine Purple to give it a pinkish and some purpley shade to it. So just mixing the color and blending it also side to side. So mixing two different colors which react each other is a very tough challenge actually. Like when we mix blue and yellow, it turns into green, but that we don't want. So we have to avoid that thing. So I'm just mixing alizarin and a little bit of dioxine and white, and I'll start with the line which divides the background and the foreground, and then I'll gradually move upward and mix the color. So this way you have to do whenever you are using any acrylic colors or gouache colors. You can also try this painting in gouache. The same technique you have to use in gouache also. So it's just that gouache is water soluble and acrylics are not, but almost same. But you have to be sure that gouache is soluble. So you have to be very careful where to use that gouache painting, where the painting doesn't mix with each other. Otherwise it will create a whole lot of mess. So again I'm using here lemon yellow and a little bit of alizarin to give it an orangey shade to it. So do check out my other paintings also. There are some intermediate classes also on my YouTube channel, and they are whole complete videos with 1.5x speed, so you can easily manage and go with the flow. So I am trying to create such videos where you can easily paint, and it is easy for a beginner level or some intermediate level to paint it. I will definitely do few workshops on advanced level also. I'm planning to do this year. So let's hope for the best. So there are different mediums people use, and people like, there are watercolor mediums, there are gouache mediums, there are oil mediums. This is acrylic medium. I used their yellow. See how it turned into green. So not to worry, I'll just remove the color, and we have to create the cloud, so eventually this will be hidden. So not to worry at all. So don't do that, because I don't want that green color to come up. So what I was telling is, there are so many mediums. There are pastel colors, chalk colors. There are different mediums where you can do the creativity. I also started with different mediums initially, almost 3 years back, when I started my painting as a profession, as a passion. I started because I wanted to do something in creativity. I like painting a lot. Whenever I used to get free time, I always tried to paint and make myself relax. It was like a meditation to me when I do painting. I just go into that Zen mood, and I cannot explain how it feels when you are doing this entire thing, and when that whole image comes into picture, you feel such, wonderful. So same thing I started doing as a hobby 3 years back, and slowly I thought I was enjoying it. Initially I really enjoyed it a lot, and I tried different mediums. I want to try this, I want to try that, I want to try gouache medium, and I wanted to try watercolor medium. I also tried murals. Many things I tried. You can see in my YouTube channel what I tried when I was starting my YouTube channel. So different things I tried a lot. But finally, my love for acrylic, I realized that I have always loved acrylic a lot. People love watercolors, gouache. They have different choices. But I'm not sure, I don't know why I loved acrylic, because with acrylic medium I can create some realistic landscapes, I guess. So I kept on practicing daily. Almost every day I used to paint at least one painting. So whenever I used to come from the office, and I just used to paint at least for 1 hour or half an hour, and that just relaxes my mind and whole body, and I used to feel so happy and energetic after doing my painting and after coming from 9 to 6 job. It was tough, but I used to enjoy painting a lot. And on weekends I was on full on doing the painting works. I bought many things. I bought many colors. I tried different brands, but eventually the brand which I like the most is Winsor & Newton and Liquitex, and Camlin also. Camlin is also very good brand for acrylics. If you are a student and you wanted to start your beginning level with acrylics, always try first Camlin. That is the best acrylic product I have seen as a student, and it's not so costly. You can easily afford it. And if you cannot afford that also, you can always try simple poster colors and then dig into the acrylics. So as I was earning, so it was easy for me to buy these all stuffs. But eventually I started getting those colors which I actually need, and I kept on practicing every day on not only on watercolor sheets, on different sheets, but eventually I realized that on the watercolor paper, that is thick paper 300 and GSM above, and canvas which is fully primed with gesso at least 4 to 5 times, then only it gives a nice color to it. So these all are basic things which we need to be very careful when we are doing those paintings. Actually, the base of the painting matters a lot. What base are you using when you are painting watercolor or gouache or acrylic? Base matters a lot. So you have to choose the base very carefully. So here you can see I'm using the comb brush from Rosemary for creating those waves, and I'm just creating small lines to it. So whenever you are starting with acrylics, so 4 things which you have to be very careful and you have to keep in mind. First is the base, what you are using. The base should be either watercolor paper or a nice primed canvas. Second thing is the colors, viscosity, how much water you are adding to that color. So you don't have to add too much amount of water to make it a watercolor. So it has to be a limited amount of water to be added to the acrylics. The third thing is the brushes, which brush to use and where. And fourth is the detailing. Techniques of detailing. There are different techniques of detailing to create some realistic landscapes or any other portrait or thing. You cannot use the same brush for which you are using for watercolor you can use for acrylics. No, these brushes are entirely different. So you have to make sure what brushes you are using. So you can see here I'm creating small lines to create a nice wave texture to it. So it comes with practice, and I think there are many classes I have created for the beginner level, which if you do all the classes, I think your acrylic base will be strong. And there are some classes which I have also put it on the Skillshare with all the materials details which you can see in that, and step-by-step painting is there as well with all the details put in there. You can check out that also. I think there are almost 12 to 14 classes which I have already published on Skillshare. You can check out that as well. So it is good to try different mediums, but there is something which you really like about the mediums. Like I also tried different mediums, but I don't know why this acrylic clicked to me. Maybe for you it is watercolor, maybe for others it should be gouache. So it depends upon your choice which medium you are using. But whenever you are creating any art, just make sure that you have a lot of patience when you are creating some detailed painting. So if you're creating a normal painting, like this is a normal painting for me. So if you're creating the normal painting, it finishes in 30 to 40 minutes. But if you are creating any realistic painting, it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to, sometimes the output will not come up like what you think, but sometimes the output comes up like, wow, this is me who has created this beauty. So there are many pieces which I have created, and after creating that I realized, wow, it's looking great. And sometimes it happens that, oh, what I did. So it happens. It's not like that every artwork has to be very great. So it comes with practice. The more you will practice, the more your muscular exercise will be there, and you can paint it easily. So I hope you guys are enjoying this painting, and if you are trying this painting, do share me on my Instagram, that is mohiniartgallery. You can also share me on my Facebook, that is Mo Creations. So I love to see your artwork if you are trying these paintings. There are many paintings on YouTube is also, I think there are almost 70, I think 180 paintings I guess I have created, and most of them are all full lessons, 1.5x speed, which you can easily catch up, I guess. So this is the canvas which I bought from Amazon, and it was already primed, but I also put gesso almost, I think 3-4 times on that canvas. Then that whole layer came up. Then I started painting this. So sometimes the primed canvas are also not so much primed, and you can see that small holes or that small grains coming up on that canvas, which I don't like personally. Maybe some people do directly on that, but I don't like it. So I try to do gesso 3-4 times. Then that quality of primed canvas comes up. So here I'm just creating basic clouds, just the basic clouds, which you can easily create using acrylics. I'm sure you will definitely like the end products. So let's enjoy this cloud painting first. So here you can see I'm just doing the layering. That's it. I'm just trying to do the layering. But when you are doing this cloud texture, make sure that your background color, which you have blocked in, it should be completely dry. Then only you start painting the clouds. Otherwise, you'll be able to see that the colors are sticky and coming up. So better let the color gets dried off completely, that the background color, and then start with the clouds, any detailing. So same thing we do with oils also. I have done 1 or 2 paintings in oils. So maybe this year I'll do more of oils. Let's see how it goes. So I'll definitely try doing oil painting also. And maybe some portraits as well. So I mostly do landscape painting. I don't know why, but it relaxes my mind. I like watching greenery. I like watching clouds. I like watching how the flowers grow. I like watching the birds. So it makes me paint somehow. So I also like bird portrait painting a lot. First is landscape and then second is bird portrait painting. So I've never tried human portraits, but maybe in near future I'll definitely try that also. So these all are different brushes, brands, which here I'm using here. Some are of Bristle, some are of Rosemary, some are of Artificials, and some are of Princeton. So Rosemary also. So there are different brands which I have used here, different brand brush, and some are also local brush also. So when you start painting, then you will realize that what brushes are good for you and what not. So slowly I have realized what brushes I need to buy, what brushes are good. Initially we are not aware of that and we completely waste our money buying different products, which I have done. I'll definitely try to create one class where I'll give a detailed description of what all products you can buy for acrylics when you are starting with acrylics as a beginner. So I'll definitely create that also. I'm thinking of that, creating it, so that you guys don't waste your money and just spending out on different brands, because there are unlimited brands which you can see on Insta, Amazon, everywhere, and it's really very confusing what brands to buy. For me it was really very confusing, but slowly, after so much of experiment, I have realized what brands to use and what not to use. So that class I'll definitely create, maybe next week, maybe this month end. Let's see. Guys, I'm just removing the middle tape, and then again I'll do the blocking, because that is also the C part. I hope you guys are enjoying this class with me. So just switch on the music, or just put on your earbuds, or just open the YouTube and just watch this video or any meditation music and just do this painting, and you'll feel so relaxing. It is just like what you can say, the booster or something. mindfulness or something. It feels really great when you are just listening to soft music and painting. It's just the mood you are in, and you're not thinking about anything, what all going on, what is corona and what is all that thing, and you're just deep into it. It's just like an art therapy, you can say, what I feel. So creating same texture. So this painting is almost done. I'm just doing the waves and a little bit more of detailing is left, and our painting is almost complete. So this is almost complete. Just little bit of detailing, that's it. Now let's take out the masking tape. So here you can see that color has popped up on that white part. So I'll just add another white layer of color on it so that that border color disappears. I'll just add white to it, white acrylic. See, I've already added it, and I'm just filling that purplish pinkish color on the bottom of that line. So this is the painting, and let's just add a little bit of contrast to the clouds. So now let's create the moon now with my liner brush. This is a brush from Artisals. I really like this brush a lot. It's very thin and it creates a very nice tiny details. It's a very nice brush I use in most of my paintings. So almost done.